That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe. Hi, and welcome to Jefferson College Volleyball here on JCTV. Matt Keeney along with Will Johnson. And it's our pleasure to bring you the first broadcast of the 2010 Vikings volleyball campaign. And Will, the Vikings so far 2-3 on the young season.
Yes, sir, and they also have a very young team with only 3 returning sophomores for this season, which could be quite difficult for the Lady Vikings as they battle Mineral Area College this evening.
That's right, Mineral Area in town here in Hillsboro for the first conference matchup of the season for the Vikings. And we will introduce you to the roster for the Jefferson College Vikings, and we'll be right back with the action here on JCTV.
Megan Mueller, Manchester, Missouri.
Caitlin Smirker, Crystal City, Missouri.
Kinley Johnson, Wood River, Illinois.
Casey Plosis, Imperial, Missouri. Aleksandra Niemiec, Helm, Poland.
Veta Domancic, Osijek, Croatia.
Brooke Simpson, Scott City, Missouri.
孟阳瑜，北京 China. Taylor Russell, Festus, Missouri.
Brittany McFarland, East St. Louis, Illinois. Chelsea Robertson, East St. Louis, Illinois.
It's the Vikings on the left side of your screen in the white jerseys, and Mineral Area on the right in the all-blue unis. And Kinley Johnson, the sophomore, will start the serve off for Jefferson. And that's blocked. And the Vikings get the first point of the evening. At the front of the net, it was sophomore Aleksandra Niemiec on the play, as well as the freshman, Brittany McFarland. Quick serve again from Johnson. And the point there goes to Mack.
You know, that was some good effort on the play on behalf of Megan Mueller. She really dove for that ball, even though she didn't quite come up with it.
Mueller, the defensive specialist in the red jersey for the Vikings tonight. She's the freshman from Manchester, Missouri. And now here come the Cardinals. And Mueller gets a hand on that one. Here's Niemiec.
Niemiec slams it down.
2-1 here in the first set in favor of the Vikings. First team to notch 25 points wins the set, and the first team to win 3 sets wins the match. And here's Mueller with the serve for the Vikings. Vikings got a hand on it, but under the net, and we're all tied up here 2 apiece in set number 1. And that's Tisha Meyer from St. Genevieve, and she has a serve from Mack. Soft touch, but Mineral Area gets it. Johnson able to keep it alive for the Vikings, and Mueller will send it over. Mueller a hand on it, but not enough there. So 3-2 Cardinals early on here in the match.
Mueller's diving all over the place. I just hope she can keep this effort up later on in the game.
There's Meyer again for the Cardinals. That one is set up for the freshman, the tall freshman from Croatia, Veta Domancic, in on the play to knot things up at 3 apiece here.
She really had some nice touch to get it over the net there, Matt.
Definitely, and she's going to be one of those forces at the front of the net all season for the Vikings.
I got a feeling we're going to be calling her name a lot this evening.
Yeah, Coach Ida Steigler says she's really stepped up, and Lindsay Palizis on that one, the freshman from Imperial.
Looks like there was an injury on the court.
Yeah, one of the Mineral Area players down, and we hope she's okay. And excuse me, that was Casey Polizis on the previous play for the Vikings. And Vikings do lead it 4-3 as we're going to take a quick injury timeout here on JCTV and be right back. Vikings lead this one 4-3 early on in the first set. And it's going to be Niemietz with the serve for Jefferson. That one just over the net. Niemietz over to get it, and that's up there for Polizis. And a nice block.
Bedumacic denying the Mineral Area College.
The freshman from Croatia using her height at the front of the net. 5-3 Vikings. Niemietz again. And Dumancic had a hand on that, but just too much from Mack. So the serve will go back to Mineral Area, and Vikings still lead 5-4. Dumancic gets the point for the Vikings, 6-4. Now here's Taylor Russell, who will have the serve for Jeffco. She's from Festus, a local player out of Pius High School. And Russell sends it up for Polizis. And that one's out, too far, so 7-4 Vikings. Russell, the freshman, will serve again. Polizis again. That one is handled and brought back over. And that one off.
Again.
One of the Vikings, sorry, Will, and it's 7-5 now.
Out of bounds again by Mineral Area College. They kind of need to get themselves a little bit under control, but as a Viking fan, that's what I like to see.
Strong play there, but it's back over, and Dumancic over to Kinley Johnson, the sophomore. Diving by Russell, she's able to keep it alive, and Johnson sends it over, but right back to Dumancic, and she's able to find the court. 8-5, Vikings on top.
Dumancic seems to be the Shaquille O'Neal of the Lady Vikings.
She's definitely the tallest player on the court, no question about that. And
she's making her presence known.
And the head coach has liked her play so far early on in the season. And as we mentioned, she's going to have the serve here, and she's going to be a big part of the Vikings' success.
Chelsea Robertson subbed in. Chelsea Robertson with the block.
Robertson now sends it over. Robertson busy. But Mineral Area will get the kill, and it's 8-6. So Vikings still with a 2-point lead here in the first. And the Cardinals with the serve. It's Abby Warren. She's a freshman. And Robinson with another kill for Jeffco. 9-6. That one too far.
Put a little bit too much mustard on that one.
So the Vikings still lead by 2, 9-7. Serve back to Mineral Area. Robinson with a strong play, but Mack recovers. And Mueller to Russell to Nimitz. Nimitz slams it down. The Vikings are pumped up after that one, 10-7. Jefferson out in front.
You know, I think I felt that all the way up here.
Now the sophomore, one of the three sophomores returning, Johnson with the serve, and it's mishandled. Another point for the Vikings, 11-7. Elizis gets a handle on it, and Mueller keeps it alive for Johnson. And off the hands of Nimitz, and that will be a point for Mack. So 11-8.
Anna Leighton with the serve.
Whistle, whose point is this? It looks like it's Mineral Areas. Under ruled that Jeffco touched the net there. So it's back to Anna Lehtinen, the sophomore from Finland for the Cardinals. She has a powerful serve, and Johnson to Russell. And it looks like a net violation, so the deficit now 1 for Mack. It's 11-10. Jefferson with the lead in the first set. So the Vikings still have the lead, but not as comfortable of a lead so far as they've had. Nimitz sends that one over, and now back to Mack. There's Johnson for Russell. That one into the net, and a point for Jeffco, 12-10. So head coach Ida Steiger saying she will play with the lineup early on in the season to see which freshmen will get a lot of the playing time. So far, we've seen a lot of Mueller, we've seen a lot of Dumancic, and a lot of Polizis as well. And Russell, too, who gets the point for the Vikings. The freshman out of Festus gets the kill, 13-10 now. Jefferson with the lead.
Megan Mueller with the serve.
Johnson gets a hand on it, but that will be too far. So 13-11, Vikings out in front.
Tisha Meyer with the serve for Mineral Area.
Russell, the setter, puts it up for Nimitz. All over the place tonight. She was very good for the Vikings last season, and Ida says she's gotten even better, going to be one of the standouts this year for Jeffco, and she will have the serve. A nice soft touch by Dumancic. The freshman from Croatia, standing tall at the front of the net, gets the kill for Jeffco. 15-11 now.
Not too many are going to win very many jump balls with her.
That one goes to Mineral Area. 15-12. So Mack with the serve, nice effort there from Mueller, but the ruling is it touched the court. So Vikings lead it by 2, 15-13. Dumancic with a little misdirection there. And Leighton tried to kick it, but we know you can't do that. This isn't soccer.
This isn't soccer, but try anything you can. Hope the ref doesn't see it, I guess.
And Vikings got a hand on it, still alive. And blocked, but Russell will set it up for Polizis. And the soft touch, Polizis, nice effort to keep it alive, but nothing doing there. So 16-14 now. So the Vikings come back from a recent road trip out in Iowa in late August. They went 1-3 on that trip, but then they came home and then they swept Webster recently. So they're looking to continue the winning ways here against Mac. So far, up by 2. And now the lead for the Vikings just 1 as Dumancic unable to get it across, 16-15 now.
Kayla Reisman with the serve for the Cardinals. Couldn't quite get it over the net. It'll be Jeffco's serve. Beta Dumancic setting up.
Russell the setter, and it's missed by Robinson. A little miscue there. But the Vikings still have the lead by 1, 17-16 in the first set. And that's out. We could hear Niemitz call it, and the Vikings stayed away, and that's another point, 18-16. And Casey Polizis, the freshman from Imperial and Windsor High, will have the serve. Of course, Imperial, the new home of Jefferson College Imperial, which we're all very excited about here. As that one is out, 18-17. The ribbon cutting for that will just be in several days. So yet another campus for Jefferson College in the county. 18-17. And that one will go to the Vikings. Nice placement there from the sophomore from Poland.
Tisha Miller for the Cardinals couldn't quite get the hit she was looking for as it sails out of bounds. Kenley Johnson here with the serve for the Vikings.
That one's way out. So 20-17. And we're creeping up on set point here shortly. Let's have the Vikings rattle off 5 more. Soft touch, Russell keeps it alive. Into the net, and a point for Jeffco, 21-17. And with that, we'll have a timeout. All smiles so far on the Vikings side of the net. We'll be right back on JCTV. Vikings on top here, 21-17. It's the sophomore, Kenley Johnson from Wood River. She will serve again. Too far. So the Cardinals get the point. It's now 21-18. And it's Leighton in. The sophomore will have the serve for Mack. Nice misdirection from Russell to get it over. Mueller to Russell. Mueller, the defensive specialist, been busy lately. Here's Niemitz, and that is off Mac, so 22-18 Vikings. Vikings 3 points away rather, from taking the first set. Niemitz will serve in a moment. too far. So it's 22-19.
Tisha Meyer with the serve for the Cardinals. Getting ready to set it up. Looks like some confusion on the court.
We're gonna have a sub.
Dumacic subbed in.
Robinson out. Dumacic, 23-19 with a strong kill for the Vikes. Set up there by Russell. And Coach Ida Steiger has really commended the freshman Russell on her play as the setter at the setter position. That's not her natural position from high school, so she's learning some new things and doing well so far. As that one goes out, so 23-20 now. Vikings still with the 3-point lead here. And 2 points away from winning the set, but Mack will have a chance to answer here as they get the serve.
Katrina Stinovich with the serve, and it hits the net.
And as that one goes into the net, it's now set point, 24-20. One more and the Vikings take set number one.
Taylor Russell here with the serve.
Mack keeps it alive. 24-21 now. And the Cardinals with the serve. And here's Kaylin Rasmussen, the sophomore from Hillsboro for the Cardinals. She's about ready to get things back underway. Russell to Dumancic, and that will do it for set number one. Vikings win it 25-21. And we'll be right back with set number two here on JCTV. Vikings lead the match 1-0. Jeffco now on the right, Mack on the left, and Mineral Area will serve. And Nemiet's just a bit too far there, so the first point of the second set goes to Mineral Area. They lead it 1-0.
And another serve goes out of bounds in Mineral Area. It'll be the Lady Vikings serve. Megan Mueller setting up for the serve.
That one just finds the court under the hands of Kinley Johnson, so 2-1. Mineral Area out in front here in set number two. But the Vikings do lead the match 1-0. They won 25-21 in the first. Letting in now. Russell with the set. Nimitz soft touch over, but didn't fool Mineral Area. But it's blocked. Nimitz and Dumancic right there for the Vikings. Strong play at the front of the net. 2-2.
Dumancic putting up the great wall of shine over that net. I don't think anything can get over her. Nimitz here with the serve for Jefferson College.
Kept alive by Mack, and they're able to get it back over. That one off the arms of Kinley Johnson, so 3-2. Mineral Area has the lead early on in the second set. And the Vikings with several more home games this season. On Saturday the 11th, it's the Jefferson Classic. Come on out and enjoy the action here in Hillsboro. Johnson. 2 matches that day, actually, as Jeffco gets the point, 3-3. The Vikings will take on Swick at 10 a.m., and then they'll play Missouri Baptist later on that day.
I'm looking forward to seeing what this team can do. They got a lot of talent for such a young team. That serve goes out of bounds.
Right, out of bounds there, and 4-3 now in favor of the Cardinals. And speaking of home games, East Central will be in town on the 22nd as the Vikings tie things up, 4 apiece. So a couple more home games in September. That one on the 22nd will be at 6:30 in the evening. And then Flo Valley will be here in early October on the 6th of October, also at 6:30. It's most of these home starts. Off the mineral area player. And the Vikings have the lead here, 5-4.
Dumanchich setting up for the serve.
Nice play there from Mack to tie it back up at 5. It just found that no man's land in between the Vikings to hit the court.
Rasmussen being subbed in, also making the serve. Robinson.
And Robinson, nice play there. 6-5, Vikings back out in front. Nice misdirection. They weren't sure what Robinson would do. She softly touched it over. That was Polizis with the serve for the Vikings. And out. No question on that one. 7-5. Jefferson with the lead, and here's Casey Polizis again. The freshman from Windsor High. Blocked. Max sends it for Mueller, and Russell over for Nemitz.
Robinson sends it over the net for Jefferson College. And hit out of bounds by middle area.
But that one was off one of the Vikings players, so it will be a point for Mac.
Good
7-6. Tisha Meyer, the sophomore, with the serve. Johnson, just out of bounds there. That one was close, but out of bounds, so we're tied up at 7 here in the second set. Here's Meyer again for the Cardinals. And Nemitz gets that one on the line, point for Jeffco. So another kill for Alexandra Nemitz, and it's 8-7. Nice job from Johnson to get there, and Nemitz, another kill. Vikings on top by 2, 9-7.
Kinley Johnson setting up for the serve for the Lady Vikings.
Russell goes over to get it.
And Johnson sends it over.
Oh, nice effort, but unable to get there. Polizis and Johnson were there, but it is a point for Mac. 9-8. Vikings do still have the lead.
Ilya Yanovich hits the net, serving for the Cardinals. Send the ball back over to the Vikings.
And it's 10-8 now. Here's Mueller, the freshman. Just over the net. Russell just can't get there. Out of her reach. 10-9. back to the sophomore Leighton for Mack. She's got a good serve, but the Vikings are able to handle it. Mack wanted a touch on the Vikings there, but nothing doing. It's 11-9, and that point went to Jeffco.
Nimitz with the serve.
The Vikings get that one. 12-9 now. Might have been a net violation on Mineral Area. Nimitz again. And barring a miracle, that's another point for the Vikings, and it is 13-9.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be going the other direction on that one.
They got confused, got turned around a little bit. Blocked by Dumancic. 14-9, Vikings out in front. (14-9) here in set number 2. We'll take a quick break on JCTV. Nice crowd on hand tonight here in the Jefferson College Fieldhouse on Joe Ellen Stringer Court. It's 14-9, Vikings out in front here in the second set. They lead it 1-0. Another point there, though, for Mack, 14-10 now. That one too far, the serve out of bounds. 15-10. Vikings with the lead.
Taylor Russell setting up for the serve for the Vikings.
One out. So it's 16-10 in favor of Jefferson College. And the freshman from Festus will serve it again. Strong play there at the front of the net from Johnson and Dumancic. And that one off the arms of Russell. So it's 16-11. (16-12) after that call there. Not sure exactly what happened. Violation on Jeffco. Russell sets it up for Johnson.
Looks like it was just in bounds. Point Jefferson College.
17-12. Robinson checks back in, the freshman. Mueller will take a break. And Beta Dumancic will serve. Out of bounds, too far there. The Cardinals are now trailing by 4. It's 17-3. Jefferson still on top here in the second. Mueller back into the game, and she keeps it alive. Johnson now. Nimitz, nice effort to keep it alive, and Johnson again, but that one's too far. Out of bounds. So it's 17-14. Vikings still with the lead.
Russell diving for that ball, but unable to make the play.
Yeah, not sure if she tripped there, might have slipped. Looks like they're going to wipe the floor down. Dylan Rasmussen will have the serve for the Cardinals.
Robinson with the spike, but it goes out of bounds.
So the deficit has shrunk a bit here at 17-16 and is still in favor of the Vikings. It's Rasmussen again for the Cardinals. Robinson with the kill. Chelsea Robinson puts the Vikings up by 2, 18-16. KC Polissis. Not enough juice on that one. So the point for Mineral Area, 18-17 now. Robinson ahead for Russell. A 2-hit violation they call. So it's tied up, 18 apiece here in the second set. Fans start to cheer for the Vikings, and Mack has the lead. 19-18 after the Vikings weren't able to get there.
Tisha Meyer with the serve for the Cardinals.
And another violation, so 20-18. And Mineral Area, after trailing much of this set, is now out in front. But the Vikings now within 1. That was out of bounds. 20-19, Cardinals with the advantage.
Kinley Johnson setting up for the serve. Cardinals couldn't quite make it over the net. Tied up, 20-20. Johnson again with the serve. They say it did touch off Megan Mueller's hand, so that'll be point Cardinals. They're out in front by 1.
Yeah, 21-20, Will. Mueller, nice effort, but just went off her fingers and then no other Viking could get to it. Now Russell puts it up for Nunez, and it's a violation there on Mack. Looked like they had blocked it, but off of Mack and going out of bounds. So we're back to 21-21. We're all tied up again. And big block there from Dumancic, the freshman. That puts the Vikings back in the lead, 22-21, as we approach the end of set number 2.
Showed some nice effort there. There's been some nice effort all night long here on the court.
And that's out. Nice job by Mueller to stay away from that one. Vikings on top by 2, 23-22 in set number 2. Megan Mueller, the freshman, the defensive specialist for the Vikings, will serve it. Too far. 24-21, and it's set point for the Vikings. So Mack battles back, but Jeffco looking to take the first 2 sets. That one on the line, so Mineral Area staying alive. It's been a good second set here. 24-22, Vikings still with the lead, but the Cardinals will have the serve. And one of their better servers will have the ball in Anna Leitonen, a sophomore. Dumancic, it's blocked. Vikings keep it alive. There's Russell for Nemetz. And Nemetz again, but Max staying strong in front of the net. And Russell tried some misdirection, but it didn't quite work. So it's 24-23.
The sophomore out of Finland serving for the Cardinals.
And that didn't work. They tried the misdirection and the soft touch. And the Vikings take set number 3, 25-23, and lead this one 2-0. We'll be right back on JCTV.
And welcome back here on JCTV. The Lady Vikings lead the series 2-0. Looking for the sweep here on set number 3. But it looks like Mineral Area is the first to strike blood. Cardinals lead 1-0. And a Leighton with the serve. Kept alive. Robinson knocks it over. Robinson again. And Nemetz slams it home.
What a kill by Nemetz. She's been all over the place tonight, and she really is showing her skills out there. When you're on the other side of the net, you don't want to see her get vertical because you know there's a chance of that strong spike coming.
Bad things will happen if you're on the other side of that net. And a block by Dumacic and Nemetz.
We've seen that before tonight, too. They've been at the front of the net. They've been strong. And it's now 2-1 for the Vikes. We'd love to see a sweep here. This would be back-to-back sweeps for the Vikings. Got a whistle. Okay. Looks like a 2-hit violation, so it's 2-2.
Abby Warren coming in for the Cardinals. Dumacic with the tough spike, giving the Lady Vikings another point. So they lead 3-2 here in the third set. Nemetz back to serve. Blazos just gets it over the net. Blocked again by the Lady Vikings. The Cardinals are unable to handle the ball. It'll be 4-2. Jefferson College.
We had a head coach, Ida Steiger, in the studio the other day talking with our athletic director, and she was talking up Beta, and she hasn't disappointed tonight. She really is a good player at the front of the net, especially. It's hard to get over that height. Five to 2 now. Vikings out in front.
Blocked again by Dumacic. It's getting low to hit it. Blazos just gets it over the net.
And a 2-hit violation, 6-2. And that's exactly what the Vikings want. They want to get out to a big lead here in the third set. They don't want Mac to hang in there. They don't want Mac coming back on them like they did in the second. Dumancic, but Mac answered there. They were ready. 6-3.
The freshman from Serbia serving for the Cardinals. Easily handled by the Vikings. Blazos, the second time around, gets it over the net.
Melissa's showing some precision there, able to get that ball right to the right spot. And there wasn't much the Lady Cardinals could do about that one. So it's 7-3.
Taylor Russell with the serve for the Lady Vikings.
Good effort by Russell. There wasn't much he could do with that one. She tried to get to it. Did get a hand on it.
Kaylin Rasmussen serving for the Cardinals. Handled by the Vikings.
Strong play by Dumancic, knocking over one of the Lady Cardinals, and 8-4.
Dumancic back to serve. Out of bounds, but not before touching a Viking player.
8-5. Jeffco still with the lead as it looks like a substitution here for Mac. I don't think they know what's going on now. Seem to have their lineup set.
Tisha Meyer with the serve for the Cardinals. The sophomore from St. John. Handled by Mueller.
That one got a bit offline, but Polizis was able to recover. Mueller. Not much Mueller could do there. Not able to get under that one. So it's 8-6. Vikings still with the lead though.
Robinson finesses it over the net, but handled by the Cardinals.
That's a good word, Will, finesse, because she's done that a lot tonight, and it seems to be working a lot of the time. They didn't get the kill there, but and the point does go to Mac, but that misdirection really can confuse the other team, and it's nice to see that.
Yeah, I think that's something that's going to work for them later on down the road this season.
Strong spike there, though. That was Kelly Cosmopolis, a sophomore out of O'Fallon, Missouri.
Casey Polizos with the serve for the Vikings.
Ida getting in on the action. So now it's just a 1-point lead for the Vikes. It's 9-8. Niemietz just out. So it's 9-9. Russell just couldn't get there, so Mac has the lead 10-9.
Maria Janovic again with the serve for the Lady Cardinals, the freshman from Serbia. They appear to be fixing something on the court.
Yeah, we're waiting for him to wipe down the court over there. Russell slipped near the side, so they want to make sure that there's no sweat. Into the net. Nice play by Niemiec, but not a good position for Kinley Johnson. There wasn't much she could do with that ball coming right back over the net. So Mack coming back here and out in front, 11-9.
Looks like some confusion there on the Vikings side.
Yeah, and you got to think fatigue's starting to play a little bit of a role here in the third set. We'll see what happens after the break. It's 12-9 in favor of the Cardinals. And Robinson, that one blocked by Mack and sent back over. So 13-9. And that one falls in there, right in front of Russell. Taylor Russell couldn't get there. 14-9.
Able to knock it over, but the Cardinals handle and blocked by the Vikings out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Vikings got a hand on it, but they weren't able to get it across the net. So it's 15-9, and Mack is going on quite a run here. But let's see if this will change the momentum as that serves into the net.
They bring in their powerhouse, Beta Dumicic. Hopefully she can turn the tide for the Vikings as well. Megan Mueller back to serve.
Leighton in with the soft touch there. And we have a whistle. And looks like that was a violation on Jeffco. So it's 16-10 in favor of the Cardinals. Coach Steiger giving some directions. Looks like we'll have the substitution here of Chelsea Robinson coming back into the game. Russell ahead for Niemiec. It's blocked. Nice job by Mueller to get there. Niemiec had just touched it. She couldn't touch it again. And there we go. Violation on mineral area. So it's 16-11.
Freshman from Parkway South on the serve. Cardinals easily handled. Send it back over. The Vikings setting up, and Niemiec.
And Niemiec showing some emotion after that. What a kill there. 16-12. The fans are starting to get into it. The Vikings women's basketball team is here as well. I've seen some soccer players, some baseball players. You know, that's something we really like to see here. The athletic teams support one another. Mack answers right away with another point, though. 17-12. The Cardinals with the lead here in the third set. Beta Dumicic is back in the game for the Vikings. Let's see if she can make a play. That one was out for the Vikings, so 18-12. Cardinals with the lead. There's Kinley Johnson. And Kinley Johnson with a nice play. She put that right where Kelly Cosmopoulos couldn't do anything with it. 18-13. So Vikings down by 5. Let's see if Alexandra Niemiec can make something happen here with the serve.
Nice effort by Niemiec.
And Russell was there too. And Vikings get the point, 18-14 now.
A sophomore from Poland back to serve. Max sends it over. Jefferson College able to finesse his way over.
Nice misdirection.
The ref getting in on some of that.
The poor referee there took one for the team. Vikings down by 3, 18-15. They're coming back right after this on JCTV. Alexandra Niemiec is ready. Russell, the setter for Casey Polizis. That finds the court. What great placement there. Vikings have come back within 2. It's 18-16.
Yeah, the freshman from Imperial really placed that where nobody else could get to it, but having it still fall in bounds. Niemiec with the serve. Cardinals recover, but blocked by the Vikings.
And who's there again? Beta Dumancic.
The Vikings back within 1 point, 17-18. Cardinals send it back over.
Dumancic. She can't be stopped right now. It's back to 18-18. First she confuses them with the finesse, then she shows the power. Russell up for Casey Polizis. Wondering if they'd get that one over. Mack does recover. Dumancic. And Polizis with a strong play. But Mack playing well during this point. Not there. They can't handle that one.
You know, I don't think many of them could. I know I sure couldn't.
That was a strong spike and great kill for the Vikings, and that puts them back up on top, 19-18. And Niemiec rattling off quite a few serves here, and we want her to keep serving. A couple of Vikings in on that one, but they just couldn't make anything out of that. So it's back to 19-19, all tied up again. Serve back over to the Cardinals. And the ace for the Cardinals. That's a big point right there. 2019. Yeah, what a way to answer. Tie it back up. It looked like maybe after the ace, Mack was going to gain momentum, but not so fast. Beta Dumancic able to tie things up at 20. Vikings again get the serve. Niemiec!
Good play by the Vikings. Perfect placement.
What a kill. That one was pretty. 21-20. Vikings back out in front. Taylor Russell, the freshman. Tumancic there. I don't think she could have played that one any more perfectly. 22-20.
The Lady Vikings looking for the sweep here. Brooke Williams coming in for the Cardinals. Out of bounds by the Vikings. Cardinals come within one, 22-21.
That one was a bit too far. Tumancic again.
She is letting the Cardinals have it.
She's on fire right now, 23-21, and she's doing it at the right time at the end of the third set. Let's see if the Vikings can get two more and close out this sweep. And fitting that she'll be the server here. The baseball team started to cheer, but they stopped. Keep it up, guys. We need the noise. Nice play by Mack. They answered when they needed to. So 23-22, Vikings still with the lead late here in the third set. So here's Tisha Meyer. Oh, and it was missed. Robinson missed it.
Megan Mueller, a nice effort on the play, but unable to come up with any points for the Vikings.
And that's some of that freshman inexperience. Those plays will come with time. So it's 23-23 all tied up here on JCTV. This has been a great third set, 23-23, all tied up. Vikings lead the match, 2 sets to none. The serve's too far for Myers. 24-23 Vikings, and it's set point, and it's match point.
Pelusis with a serve for the Vikings. Handled by the Cardinals. Send it back over.
Nimitz, that's who you want here. And that's it. 25-23, Vikings win the match with the sweep, 3 sets to none. What a way to open up conference play over Mineral Area. It's been great bringing this to you as our first broadcast of the 2010 season. Will Johnson, thanks so much for being here. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, no problem, Matt, anytime.
And we will be back on JCTV with more Vikings athletics. We'll see you next time. Vikings take this one 3 sets to none over Mineral Area.